Hello, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dovey. So today we are doing our July pick a card reading. We have 3 piles. I'm going to introduce you to each pile, and then we are going to just go ahead and jump into it. Okay, we're just going to get general messages. Remember, this is a collective reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what you need, leave the rest. Okay, so pile 1, you guys are the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. You got the number 11 on your dice, so that number may be significant. And this is kind of what the artwork looks like. This is the Queen of Swords. So air energy may be significant as well. Pile 2, you got Pisces on your dice, and your deck is the Mystic Soul Tarot deck, and it looks like this. And that's the Knight of Wands. So fire energy may be significant, or the sign of Pisces. Third pile, you have the Sun on your dice. So Leo energy may be something that means something to you, or even Cancer, since the Sun is in Cancer right now. And you also got the Queen of Swords. Your deck is the Modern Witch Tarot. So yeah, air energy may be significant for you guys as well. Okay? Or the decks 1 and 2 may end up being connected, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, go ahead if you need to take a moment to decide. You can pause the video. The rest of us are going to go ahead and get started with pile 1. Pile 1, you got the number 11. So you could be born on the 11th, life path 11. 11 can just be a lucky number, something you're seeing often, like 1111 or 111. Yeah, it could be an address. You could be born in November, so you could be a Scorpio or Sag. I'm also getting 11th house, which is traditionally ruled by Aquarius. And you guys did have the Queen of Swords, so yeah, I definitely feel like air energy is significant here. Communication may be significant. Okay, let's see what's going on for my pile 1 for the month of July. Okay, overall energy is the 6 of Cups. All right, so something may be coming back, or you may be looking at the root cause of something. Maybe something that you're going through right now. It could be health issues. It could be, I'm getting familiar, like you might be going through something with your family right now. And you're like, why is my family like this? Or why do we always go through the same patterns of conflict? So you may be looking at the root cause of something that's going on in your family. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you may be trying to change the course of your family as far as finances, maybe putting you guys on a better path. 8 of Pentacles, okay. So some of you guys are, you're preparing for the long term. It really feels like you are almost how an animal kind of starts nesting when they're expecting, or yeah, or like a bear getting ready, or a squirrel, like, animals that hibernate or know that food is scarce during the winter time. So they start planning and storing food away for the harsh winter, okay? So you may be planning something around family that is going to make things more secure for you guys financially. So you may be looking for a better job, maybe something that pays better, or something that gives you better work-life balance, that allows you to spend more time with your family. Ten of Swords. Yeah, I really feel like you're trying to change a cycle or close out a cycle. You may be also trying to get families to pool funds together, like have almost like a family account. In certain cultures, they have, is it called a susu? Well, each culture I think has a different name for it, but pretty much the family puts in money every month into this account, right? And then, but every month a new family member gets gifted the money, okay, for whatever they may need it for. But it's a way to pool money together quicker, without having to go, get a loan or something from a bank, but also, it's kind of like a safety net for the family, okay? So every month everybody puts in the same amount of money. Some people do it for a birthday as well. So, you'll put money in, and whoever's birthday it is that month in the family gets the disbursement of the money. So yeah, I'm getting something like that. Like you're trying to pull together funds that's going to support you guys. It feels like in the long term, okay? Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I just really keep getting that you're trying to change your family's luck, or no longer want everybody to struggle anymore. This could even be something where you're getting together with, if this isn't family, you're getting together with maybe you and your friends, or the people in the neighborhood. Maybe you guys all have kids that go to the same school. They have similar activities. So, you guys are kind of pulling together like a carpooling situation or something, where you're trying to just make things easier on the parents, where, everybody works different days. Everybody's a different schedule. So, and gas is expensive right now. So if we all could pull together our energy, and you take the boys to practice this on Monday, I'll take them on Wednesday, on Friday so and so is taking the girls to practice. It's giving. You know what? You guys have the number 11, okay? That's ruled by Aquarius. So Aquarius is all about community and group effort, okay? Showing our humanity to one another, knowing that, we're all struggling somewhere in our lives, but we can help each other to make it less of a struggle, okay? That's what I'm getting. And I almost feel like you're trying to sell this to your family, because maybe, sometimes when people are so used to doing something one way, it's hard for them to comprehend that it can be done differently. But also just believing in and having faith that something can be pulled through. Because, you know, especially if you have like, I'll say a poverty mindset, you've been in that for so long, you don't think there's anything else above just surviving, okay? Yeah, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Like, come on, we can get out of this if we all pull it together. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse. This definitely feels like you're trying to better your financial standings, but also get back your time, you know? Less time and effort is put out if we all take on something or have a particular job. You know what I'm saying? If you do the cooking and I do the cleaning and you do the washing of the clothes and you you know, maybe help people commute back and forth to work. You know, everybody has a job, everything gets done, and it's not all on one person. I know in the Western society, that's how we've been taught, like individualism, like capitalism, just everybody trying to compete with one another and get up, like beat your neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Look better, have a better car, have a better lawn. You know, it's a lot of competing and trying to one up one another. And I kind of feel like you want out of that. You want out of the rat race, it feels like. And you're like, the way that we could do it, yeah, Four of Wands at the bottom. You're trying to build a solid foundation. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're trying to... You're just trying to get people to see a different point of view, okay? And I feel like you're kind of even spreading this amongst just whoever you talk to. You really are passionate about this group effort and things being able to be so much easier in our society if we build community again. And you know, I really feel like it was by design that capitalism kept pushing us towards individualism and competing with one another, because if we get together and create real community again, then we won't fall for a lot of these tactics that politicians try to do with getting over on us as taxpayers, you know. So, yeah, that's just my little 2 cents I threw in there. But I really feel like this group gets that, okay? Yeah, King of Wands. I feel like you guys are like the leaders of the new school. You know what I'm saying? You're bringing in this new era of let's get out of this individualism and come up together. Everybody can eat. You know what I'm saying? Just want to clarify some things real quick. See if I can get anything else from out of this, and then we will move on to see what other message the Spirit may have for you. Yeah, you feel imprisoned by the way that you're living currently. Like, you feel like I don't know how old, you know, everybody's going to be different ages, but I feel like you've been doing this long enough to know, like, I can't continue to live like this, okay? We're all going to burn ourselves out. So, yeah, you have Thief that came out. I feel like your money and your time have been stolen from you by believing in the framework of society and how it's been laid out for you. Okay, occupation. You don't even believe really that we should be working 40 hours a week. You know, there should be some time for living. And you feel like you can get your time back if you pull resources together. Yeah, change, sudden wealth for the family. Yep. That's what I got. And you guys are number 11 out here again. And the number 11 in this deck represents sudden wealth. Yeah, I think that's what you're trying to, the message you're trying to get across. It may even be why you were put here in this time, in this place. You know, I really do feel, like I said, the leaders of the new school, I really feel like this is not something new, but this is something that we need to get back to, okay? I feel like that's how this group feels. I feel like this group is very empathetic. You kind of are tapped into the energy of the collective, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if you guys also like read tarot or are into spirituality and astrology, okay? It looks like you look underneath the hood, okay? You look into things that people just take for surface level, okay? I just saw 1616 on the clock when I said that. I don't know, 16 may be a significant number. But yeah, that's what I have for that. So let's see what else we can get. Let's see, because that was kind of money based and occupation based. So let's see if we can get anything about love. Spirit, tell me about pile 1. I was going to call y'all pile 11. Pile 1. What's going on with love? Okay. Hangman. I feel like some of you kind of have surrendered to that. Like, you're more worried about this plan you have that you want to put together. The Sun, Hangman, the Sun, Chariot, King of Swords, 4 Wands, 9 of Cups. Okay, so yeah, I feel like some of you are only worried about securing this foundation that we just talked about. Others, you have a counterpart that feels the same way. You guys have the same ways of thinking, okay? You have the same morals, the same mindset. I almost feel like if this was the 70s, you guys would be like wanting to live on the commune. And like, I don't want to say join a cult, but that's the energy I'm getting. Like, I'm getting like Woodstock, you know, just free love. Everybody, you know, just, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've been accused of being a hippie, okay? That's the energy I'm getting off this group. So, 8 of Wands, Page of Cups, King of Cups. Okay. I do feel like you guys are going to have some people getting on board with this thing. It may not be your family though. It may be like people who are like-minded like you. Like, you guys are coming out as the swords, but they are the cups. So it doesn't give me that they're of the same family as you, but they have the same ideas of wanting you to move forward with. So I feel like you do have a loved one here, a lover. This person, I feel like for most of you, is already in your life. Others are coming in, and like I said, they share this type of idea you have for community building. But I also see just a lot of platonic love as well. I feel like you're going to have a group. I guess it's kind of like your soul family, because it's a group of like-minded people coming towards you. Yeah, the Hermit here. They're like, whatever you're into, they're into. They're scholars. They've done the research just as well as you have, okay? Well, let's get more into this King of Swords is, Spirit. Tell me more about this King of Swords. I also feel like you're a person who, you're more attracted to how somebody thinks and how they look. It's like I have the word for that on the tip of my tongue, because I too am like that. I'm really attracted to people who, have deep thoughts, who have interest on continuing to learn and find out about things that they don't necessarily would come across every day, okay? Is it sapiosexual? I think it's called. And then here's the Six of Cups back again. Okay. So this person is a soulmate. And that's why I was looking at the roots. Like, they want to lay down roots with you. They definitely have this same mindset as you. You guys have a lot in common. Five of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I almost feel like you guys came into this life for this purpose of showing how to build wealth for people. Not just financially, but also just the wealth is in having community. The wealth is also in having knowledge, okay? I don't know why I'm seeing like you guys may even like go around speaking on this. You guys may end up being like the leaders of some type of movement. Yeah, the Hierophant. Spirit, could be spiritual leaders, or just getting people to expand how they see things. Hierophant, Three of Wands, like expanding people's knowledge. This person may be in academics as well. They may be some type of teacher or professor. Ace of Swords, yeah. Cool. Okay, so I feel like you guys have a spiritual connection too here with the moon. You may have done lifetimes together. But yeah, you guys, I feel like, are really here for something important in your society that you're supposed to be bringing about. All right, let's close this out with an angel message. Spirit, give me an angel message for pile one. You got two. You got ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become grounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and the material so that we can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Yeah, so I feel like this spirit asking you to put these things into plan, like make it realistic, okay? I feel like you have a lot of great ideas, but now it's time to figure out how to put them into action, okay? And then you have ask, which is about asking for spirit's help. Ask for your guides to help you. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go get to work on your behalf. We are governed by many universal laws. Among them is free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we will patiently await your request. Okay? Yeah, I was feeling like this definitely is spiritual. There's a spiritual connection. You guys have a mission here. And it seems like you guys have a whole team of angels or spirit guides trying to push you towards your purpose, okay? So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile one. Very interesting read. I will see you guys at the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, pile two. You guys had Pisces on your dice, and you had, you guys were the Knight of Wands. Okay. Well, I feel like somebody may be taking a trip to like Disney World or Universal Studios or something in the month of July. Because I'm getting from Pisces and Knight of Wands, I'm getting like childlike energy. Like no matter your age, like you're going to like, you know, kind of like treat your inner child to, it might even be somewhere that you always wanted to go as a kid, but maybe you never got there. Maybe your family couldn't afford it. So now you're taking yourself there as a kid. Yeah, 333 on the clock. I mean, as a kid, as an adult. The Star, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like I'm going to live the dreams that maybe were not possible for me as a child. It feels like it could have been financial issues. Some of you may even been in foster care. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be the adult that I wanted as a child. And I'm going to take myself on all these fun adventures. It may even be going to the beach. Maybe a beach that you've never been to before, or maybe you've never been to a beach at all. Five of Swords, Justice, and Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like, I'm giving, you're being fair to yourself. You're giving, it really just feels like you're going to be treating yourself in the month of July. It may or may not be some of you guys' birthdays. So it may be a Cancer or Leo. Judgment. I feel like some people are kind of like judging you for this. I don't know, whoever you may have spoken to, like, you know what, I'm taking myself on, I'm doing all the childhood things I didn't get to do for my summer vacation. That's what I'm doing. And people are like looking at you like, really? Like, don't you think you're a little too old for some of this stuff and this and that? Like, nobody had a perfect childhood. So I don't know, just sometimes people are just mean for no reason. Like, if this is what you want to do, then go do it. Who cares what people think you should and shouldn't do? Okay, I don't think you care, but that's just the energy I'm picking up, that somebody is like, why would you want to try to go back and relive your childhood? So I feel like that's somebody either bitter because they can't do the same, or they just have no empathy to understand that not everybody has a good childhood, you know, or has the funds to go to these amusement parks and, you know, just even on vacation period. There's a lot of people in the world that never get to leave where they were born at, okay? So just to be able to go and do those things for yourself is a big deal. Three of Wands, Four of Cups. Wands, Four of Cups, Page of Cups. Let me keep pulling. Let me see. For some of you, I feel like you're gonna have some type of breakthrough about you. I feel like a lot of you are in therapy, and you're gonna have some type of breakthrough about a memory, if probably a childhood memory or something traumatic happened to you. Like you may be going, because you do have post-traumatic stress. I feel like this group is really healing from their childhood. I feel like some of you grew up either with, not enough funds to even just survive, but also I feel like a lot of you maybe even had some type of trauma at a young age. It could be a loss of a parent, or both parents. It could be some type of abuse. It could be a lot of bullying too. I feel like you were different. I feel like you stood out. And unfortunately that doesn't go over well most of the time with other kids when you're different. Okay. Knight of Swords, Magician. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I just keep getting the same thing. Like you are manifesting healing for yourself, but you're manifesting through your inner child. You are allowing your inner child to guide where they want to do, where they want to be. Like you are, and this probably is on the advice of a therapist to just heal that part of you, because I feel like it's something that you've carried for a while. Why is the Tower here? Yeah, High Priestess, Two of Pentacles. Like it's something that has always left you feeling anxious or uneasy, or almost trying. I feel like you go back and forth between trying to fit in, trying to meet people's expectations, to just saying fuck it, I only could be me, and I feel like you're trying to heal that. Okay, I feel like you're trying to tell that little girl, that little boy, that things are getting better. You're always gonna be there to protect them, and you want to give them a little bit of the life that they feel like they've lost. Some of you, I feel like there was one person in your life that, I feel like this could be a father or a grandfather or uncle who tried their best, to show you some things when you were growing up. trying to, you know, just bring you some happiness and some joy when you were little. And I feel like they left abruptly. I feel like, I don't know if they passed away or they had to move away for some reason. Some of them could even went like in prison or some type of institution. Could have been mental institution as well. And I feel like that made you sad, but also made a feminine figure in your life sad too. Like this could be your mother, your grandmother. I feel like when this person left or had to go away for whatever reason, it kind of, this Queen of Wands lost a piece of them as well. So it was almost like they became unstable as well without this King of Wands. So maybe you ended up having to be more adult-like than you wanted to, because it was kind of like something happened where everybody kind of they just, I don't know, it feels like some type of mental instability. Yeah, it went from things being, you know, like maybe a somewhat regular childhood to, this also could have been a split or divorce as well, but it kind of, whatever the shift was, it left you constantly having to shift, constantly having to change, constantly, you learned how to adapt through the different changes, but it was exhausting to constantly have to change yourself to fit the surroundings, the scenario, the environment. Maybe even you had to become maybe colder, harsher to survive your environment. Yeah, it kind of feels like your childhood was cut short for some reason. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with that. Let me see if I can clarify anything or any more messages for this spread, and then we will move on. I kind of feel like somebody is trying to reach out to you, and are going about it through official use. So let's say you do have a parent or a sibling or something, somebody that you were disconnected from as a child. They're going through, I guess, the courts, or maybe even hired a private detective or something. Somebody is trying to find you. And then you have marriage here. So this could be an ex-lover as well that's trying, maybe you guys lost touch somehow, and they're trying to find you because they want to offer you commitment. They want to settle down. They feel like you're the one. It may be somebody that you've known since you were younger. Change. Yeah, I'm really picking up on you had to move around a lot. This might be why they're trying to find you, like search records and stuff to find you, because you moved so much, or you may even had to change your name at one point, or you were adopted and your name was changed. I don't know. But this person is trying to find you. Can we get more information, Spirit, on this person that's looking for pile 2? Knight of Pentacles. They've been consistent with it. They've been looking for a while. Hierophant and Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they're going through all channels and they're not going to give up. This person is really interested in finding you. And Hierophant came out again, and I kind of see that too as a marriage card. Eight of Wands. You're going to be getting some type of communication from this person soon. I don't know if it's from them directly or somebody that knows them that also knows you that's trying to make the connection. It could be some type of paperwork that comes in the mail, especially if this is like a foster care situation or adoption. Like, you might get a letter in the mail that you know, somebody is trying to, a family member is trying to reach out to you. Do you want your information shared? You know, something like that. All right. These readings are definitely different today. They're not like your common, what's happening, like with career and money and love. It's deep stuff. I feel like a lot of people are going through healing right now. Okay, Six of Cups, Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is an energy of somebody from the past, like really frustrated but not giving up, looking for you or coming to find you. This also could be somebody who doesn't know who you are exactly. They don't know, they know that you exist, but they don't know who you are. So this could be a twin flame energy or something, where somebody knows that they have a twin flame out there. They could feel your energy, but they don't know who you are per se. So they're looking and searching and hoping they run into you, but they don't know who they're looking for. But they feel your energy. Seven of Wands. Yeah, they're not giving, they're like, I'm not giving up. Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, the world. If I have to search the world, I'm going to find you. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. It's something about you coming into alignment helps this person find you. So, for instance, like I said, I feel like some of you guys are trying to heal that inner child wound by taking yourself out, doing things that you would want to do as a child. I almost feel like when you're doing one of those things, you may run into this person. Because it's almost like you had to start a healing process in order for this person to find you. And they say that sometimes, like when you have a twin flame or a soulmate, sometimes you can't come into union with them until you have started doing the healing process. And that's because you guys will trigger one another and you guys won't be able to come together. Okay, so because you're starting to do this healing, this person is going to find you. And it's so funny because this girl, and by any means, this, it could be any sex, but this girl has green hair, and then the boy that's frustrated in the Nine of Swords has green hair. So it's like I'm trying to find my twin. Maybe this is a literal twin for some of you. Like I said, for those who may have been adopted or in foster care. But I feel like for majority of you, this is a twin flame or, a soulmate connection. Like they feel you. They know you're out there. They just can't find you right now. Yeah, Tower. Okay, Tower, Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. I also feel like they had to get away from something too. They were in some type of disillusionment. I feel like maybe either people... Okay, if this is family, people may have told them like, well, you guys been separated for this long. Maybe you should just leave it alone because this person may come with a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? That's for some. For those who this is going to be a love situation, they had to get out of some type of disillusionment before they can come towards you. So they could have been in a bad relationship themselves, thinking that person was the one, or they felt your energy, but they were ignoring it, like they weren't believing in like that there's somebody out there for them. I'm gonna pull some love oracle. King of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like it could have been two masculine energies that were causing this confusion. So this could be like this person's friends or whoever they talk to. Could be the male energies, masculine energies in their family. Yeah, they were trying to hold this Chariot up somehow, but this person is coming towards you. Hell or high water is how I feel, okay? So let me pull some love oracle, and then we will close it out with an angel message. Please tell me about pile 2. Who's this person that's looking for them? A mission. Yeah, this person is on a mission. Together, we are unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I'm determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacle if we work as a team. Promise. Okay. And communication. Yeah, this person is going to come with some type of communication soon. I want to make a commitment to you. I wish you knew just how special you are to me. It kills me not to be able to tell you this. I'm amazed with you, your compassion and your kindness through our time apart. I promise I will make things right between us, okay? So yeah, I feel like some of you have already known this person here. Like I said, with the Six of Cups, could be somebody from your past that lost communication with you, because I told you it feels like to me you moved around a lot, or you may have had to change your name. And I want to reach out to you to please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I'll be waiting to hear back from you. So yeah, it sounds like they're going to put out either something in the snail mail, an email, or connecting with you on social media. Because they're like, I'm waiting to hear back from you. So it's like they're putting the communication out there, and they're waiting to see how you're going to take it, okay? And the communication, even too, might just be telepathic, like through spirit. Like, spirit, please tell them I'm thinking about them. I know they're out there. Just help me find them. Let's get an angel message for pile 2, please, spirit. Wedding and have confidence. Yeah, I feel like if you didn't think so, you were wrong. There is somebody out there looking for you who wants to make a commitment. You do have a person. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Just have confidence in God. That is enough along the way, knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will what does it say? Buoy your courage and faith. Yeah. So this person is coming and they want to make some type of commitment. Okay. All right, pile 2. That was a whirlwind. Very interesting. Please comment if it resonates. Leave a leave a comment, like it, share it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, take care. Bye. Okay, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys were the Modern Witch Tarot, which was the Queen of Swords, was what I showed you. And the sun was on your dice, okay? So the sun, meaning Cancer, could be significant since the sun is in Cancer as I'm recording this. Leo could be significant because you guys are ruled by the sun, but also the end of July is the start of Leo season. So yeah, let's just see what's going on. I feel like a lot of your birthdays are in July. I really do. But were July significant somehow? Maybe an anniversary of some kind? 9 of Cups, the Chariot. Okay. We're moving towards some type of wish fulfillment. Or moving away from it because the Chariot is after it. So maybe there's something you thought you wanted. Yeah, 7 of Cups. But maybe you're realizing it's not going to happen that way. I just heard it's not going to happen that way. Emperor, 3 of Cups, the Sun. So there's something that you have brought into fruition, but now you're trying to get away from it because you're realizing it's either not what you wanted or it wasn't meant to happen this way. What's this about? The Lovers, the Knight of Wands, okay, this is a specific message. I don't think this is going to be for everybody, but some of you guys are deciding to elope in July. Like maybe you thought you wanted this big extravagant wedding, but the more you get into it and planning it, you're like, this is too much. Maybe you have too many friends and family that you would have to invite. And you're realizing it's going to be very costly. Yeah, I'm getting that some of you are going to Vegas. Some of you I feel like it's about the love. It's about the person you're dating. I mean, that you're getting ready to marry. I don't think you want to, spend all this money and go broke just to have a wedding. For those who aren't eloping, you may be making it smaller. What's so funny? Because I'm seeing the back of Manhattan here, and then 3 of Cups. It's making me think too that This remind me, because I think Taylor Swift and what's his name are getting married this weekend when I'm recording it, the 4th of July weekend. So maybe you are trying to, are you a Swiftie and you're trying to have the same anniversary date as as Taylor Swift? I don't know where that came from. Or maybe you're trying to like get to New York to see them or something. It might be, yeah, because they're camping out here. There's a group of friends here. So maybe you're camping out to go try to see Taylor Swift, like maybe in her wedding dress or something. I don't know. Very, very specific message. All right. 4 swords, 10 of wands. Or either that, or you gonna get married somewhere where somebody famous got married at, or a very significant place. Like, I don't know. Cause I said Vegas. I'm also thinking some of you may be getting married, trying to get married at like the Grand Canyon. Okay, moving on, because I know not everybody's getting married this month. There's some messages that came through. All right, 7 of Swords. I feel like you're trying to go about something. Yeah, it's something, okay, outside of, because this New York is in both of these. So you may be from New York, or New York is relevant here somehow. Oh, some of you may have moved to a big city and realized it's not everything you thought it was, and now you're ready to go back to like the suburbs or something. All right, let's clarify some of this. Why is the Emperor here? Okay, why is this Emperor here? Cups and 6 of Wands. Okay. So whoever this Emperor is, they're proud about something, or they're achieving something. What's the 7 of Wands? I mean, excuse me, 7 of Cups here. Justice. What's fair? Okay, so it looks like you went into something and now you're realizing it's not fair, it's not just. And I'm hearing sirens now. So yeah, something is not just. It may even be something that somebody's not abiding by some laws or something here. Why is the 9 of Cups here? 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're running away from this 9 of Cups. It's like a dream turning into a worse nightmare. Tower. I knew it was coming. All right. It's overwhelming. It became too much. Okay, so let's say this is like, I'm just going to give an example. But let's just say this was like a dream job, okay? A dream job or dream like location. Like you moved to a big city and you thought, I'm gonna live the city life. And you found out that nah, this is too much. This is either the city is too much, like maybe it's too busy, too costly. If you thought this was your dream job and now it's becoming like it's too much work that you have to take on, or it's taking up too much of your life. But yeah, you're running away from it in July. hold on. Hold on, drop the card. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so now you're trying to find a strategic way out. Because maybe you signed some type of contract. So that could be like a lease. You know, maybe you have a contract with a job. You have to work for them for such amount of period. Yeah, I'm getting some of you, they paid for like some schooling or something, so now you owe them. Like sometimes when you go through a job and they pay for you to go back to school, they'll be like, well, you owe us a year of employment after you graduate, or you have to pay all the money back. Yeah, so you're trying to find a way to close this cycle out. Whatever this was, whatever you prayed for, it came true, but it's not what it all cracked up to be. So the World and the King of Swords. You may even be contacting a lawyer to see if there's a way out of this contract. Now, why is this King of Cups and Six of Wands happy? Maybe there's somebody who kind of like, either they're waiting for your position that you have. Now this could be somebody too. Like if this is an apartment, maybe you found somebody to sublet it until the lease runs out, so that you can move on. And they're happy about it because this is what they wanted for themselves. This King of Cups, Six of Wands. Yeah, it's like this King of Cups, it seems like they're coming in to help you. This King of Cups or this King of Swords, or both, are coming in to help you get out of something that you thought you wanted. You might even had a bad landlord too, or something, or a boss or something that was harassing you, because it feels like you're getting either human resources or a lawyer involved. Let's clarify with this deck here, and then we'll move on to what else Spirit may have for you. A main male, okay. Adjudication, okay. Yeah, I do feel like there's something legal going on here. Sudden wealth, okay. Yeah, I feel like, so, okay. This may have been something that you wanted to do, and either it still is what you wanted to do, but you just signed a bad contract, so you need to figure out a way out. Yeah, you have a house here. So yeah, it feels like I'm getting more and more that this could be a living situation. Or also rent could be going up where you're living, and you now have to bring in a roommate, which is this King of Cups, which he's happy to come in because he obviously he really wants this place or likes the area or something. So it's allowing you to stay in this place because now you have somebody to help you pay the bills. I know I'm coming up with a bunch of scenarios, but you know, a lot of people watch the videos, so I'm gonna get different things. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm seeing. Imprisonment, yeah, somebody feels really stuck in something. Yeah, like it's to the point that it's making the stress of this situation is making you ill. Let's ask this. Will pile 3 get out of this situation? 6 of Cups. Will pile 3 get out of this situation? 10 of Swords. And the Hierophant at the bottom. I feel like you're gonna get out of it. I almost feel like it's something that you have to look to somebody familiar to help, like family, somebody that you know that you can trust to help you get out of this situation. But you are going to get out of it, but you have to communicate here with this phone. You may need to make a few phone calls. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for that. Let's clear this, and I'm gonna see if we can get any different messages for you. You guys have the Sun. I do feel like everything is going to work out, and I feel like that's the part that you can't necessarily see right now, because I feel like you're in the dark. You just know you need to get out, but you don't know how and who to ask. 3 of Cups. There's the Emperor and 3 of Cups again. I'm not going to take those. Alright, Page of Wands, King of Cups, Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like, and that's been the energy of most of the readings today. It feels like some type of group or collective effort has to happen in order for people to get to the next level, to close out cycles, to heal things. 2 of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of us have been trying to do things on our own because, especially if you're in a Western culture, we've definitely been taught that, that, you know, you gotta have to stand on your own. You have to do everything on your own. So I feel like that's the theme. We had 10 of Pentacles at the bottom, that there has to be some type of group effort. You may also have a weak link here. King of Cups. Now the Emperor's coming out as a devil. Okay, so somebody here, and this may have to do with the first situation that we read on, somebody here is pretending to be like an emperor, somebody in charge, somebody that has their money together, and they're not. They're a scammer. And I feel like they're charming here with the King of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Like they They're very charming to people, okay? But they leave people in a bad financial situation. Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. So much so that I feel like they make a lot of people transform here with the Death. And then you get to the point where you don't want anything to do with the situation and you run off. So yeah, I feel like either your living situation or your job is a front, like it's a scam. And I feel like in July you're going to be not only fully seeing it, but you're going to be running away from it, and I think you're going to have to turn to somebody for help. I feel like there's a secret or something coming out. What's the secret that's coming out? Or what am I not seeing? Seven of Wands, Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Somebody doesn't want to invest in a Queen of Swords anymore. So, like, they don't want what they're offering. I'm gonna pull some love oracles too, because this feels like it could be some type of relationship involved here too. Knight of Cups, the High Priest. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I just feel like somebody is seeing somebody else's true colors. And it's making them not want to invest anymore. Yeah, this Queen of Swords is a magician. Like, they're manipulative, it feels like. So the Emperor, I don't know if the Emperor is the Queen of Swords. But the Emperor is wearing a mask. They are coming up as the devil. They have some type of toxic energy about them. Ace of Swords. You're going to be seeing some, I feel like you're going to see this Emperor's true colors. I just don't know who the Emperor is. It could be an Aries. Doesn't have to be. Capricorn. Okay, it's a masculine energy. Then you have a mature man as the King of Cups and the Three of Cups. All right, who's this Queen of Swords and Magician? Privileged lady and sudden wealth. Okay, so the Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords is not. Okay, the Queen of Swords is not being manipulative, well, at least not for bad. She may know how to manipulate things in order to live the lifestyle that she's used to, okay? Yeah, she's putting together something here. I kind of feel like this is your energy. I feel like I said, you are finding your way out of this situation. You got the sun, like you're going to be okay, whatever this is, but there's some things going on behind the curtain, um, with some people around you. I don't know if this is your living situation or your job, but there's some things going to be coming out. I almost feel like because you're supposed to leave somebody or these people behind. You're supposed to go into a new cycle where you are going to be living good, okay? Yeah, more unexpected income. I feel like you're going to have money coming from more than one source starting in July. So you're getting unexpected income. So somebody you might be getting a repayment of something, like somebody's giving you a refund. Somebody could just be, like I said, if it is your birthday, somebody maybe just be giving you some money for your birthday. I said was this a group? Yeah, I said you could be a Cancer or Leo. Your birthday could be the 11th, the 12th, or the 27th, or the 5th. Why is this King of Pentacles, 8 of Swords here? And I'm going to pull the Love Oracle because something is off here. And I feel like it has to do with a relationship. I don't know if it's a relationship that you're in or a relationship around you. Change in child. Yeah. There's some type of change for sure. Okay. I'm going to pull from both of these decks. There's just something here. I feel like there's something here that I'm not seeing. I feel like some type of revelation is coming to light, which allows you to move forward and walk into this wealth. My mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. Okay. I feel like that's that Emperor faking her feelings. I don't know if it's towards this Queen of Swords or the King of Cups. I know that you may not feel for me as I feel for you. Okay. Some unrequired love. It's too late. I've moved on. I do not wish to reconnect. Okay. Yeah, I feel like somebody is getting left. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. Okay. I wonder if this main male and the mature man are actually the same person, but this person could be teetering back and forth to being this devil energy, but then also this emotionally mature person. Like they may be kind of like swaying or going back and forth. It feels like they have to be different people at different times. I don't think that's a great thing. But I feel like they're trying to keep something or somebody hidden, but also trying to change. Yeah, you have illusion at the bottom. I may be quiet right now, but you're always on my mind. Then you have sleepless. Anxiety keeps me awake at night. My life has changed since I've met you, and I'm trying to figure out what this all means. I don't want to lose you. Yeah, it's almost like, and for some of you, maybe you met this person, everything was going really good, and maybe they didn't think anything of it, or they didn't think it was getting as serious as it was, and they were still dealing with other people, and now they have to figure out which way to go. Change and time apart. I'm changing. I'm working hard to change in the face up to all that I've been avoiding for so long. I know I need to do more, but I feel so exhausted and tired. But your love inspires me to keep making the changes. Time apart. This time apart is giving both of us an opportunity to work on ourselves and be the best version. Okay. I'm protecting you from my dark shadow side. Yeah, it feels like this person has two sides. And they don't want you to know about that dark part of them, which I kind of feel like, I mean, you're the high priestess that came out here. I feel like you already know and see it, and maybe that's why you're trying to move away from it. I kind of feel like you're both conflicted about that, but I don't know, this person, I feel like they are making the change, but they're not quite all the way there. So you may have to make a decision in July whether or not to keep, going forward with this person and giving them another chance, it seems like, or are you going to go start a new life without them? Yeah, this pile 3, you have taken me on a whirlwind, okay? I know it's probably for different people and different scenarios have resonate with you, and some may not. Because we went from eloping to getting married to you running away from somebody, you moving your house, your job, but you're coming into good stuff. I would say that whoever you are, you're leaving some stuff behind. You're getting some revelations about things and people that you need to move on, it seems like. But yeah, I feel like that's the theme for your reading, is you are moving on to bigger and better. But it just feels like there's some last few things that need to be resolved in the month of July, okay? So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile 3. Please feel free to comment if it resonated, like, share it, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you at the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.